If you're looking to pick yourself up some coins before the end of FIFA 20, then make sure to click my link in the description to go to U7Buy and make sure you use my code Birdie at checkout to get 5% off your order. Hey guys, it's Scott here and welcome to today's different kind of video. This is a FIFA 21 based video that is also relying on actual football news that is going on in the world right now. So something a little bit different on my channel to try and bridge that really long and difficult gap between FIFA 20 and FIFA 21. So I really hope you do enjoy this. Let me know some feedback on this video and idea as to whether you would like to see more of it, whether you think there should be any changes in the comment section down below. But if you do enjoy it, thumb it up as per usual, subscribe if you're new. This is going to be a bit of fun. To sum it up, we are going to be looking at transfer rumours as well as confirmed transfers and how these may affect Ultimate Team in FIFA 21. So without further ado, let's get into it. So today we are going to start things off with some transfer rumours. Now the first one of these is going to be from the Premier League. DIGNE, as he's obviously pronounced, could potentially be on the radar for Chelsea and Man City. Now, they are both famously going after Ben Chilwell of the mighty Leicester City. I don't know why they'd go for him, he's not very good. But if they cannot somehow get Ben Chilwell away from us, then they are apparently going to be looking at DIGNE. So, would be a decent signing for both of them. He's a very good player and would thrive in an even better team. I know that Everton are making the step up to try and break into the top 6 mould, but if he himself really wanted to push himself, maybe he would try and go for that move to a bigger club. And speaking of Everton, this is a transfer that could actually boost their squad right here, as Bayer Leverkusen are playing a final in a couple of days, and Leon Bailey is fully trying to impress ahead of a potential summer move to the Premier League that he is interested in. So there are multiple clubs that are linked to Leon Bailey, one of which is Everton. Now, personally as a Leicester fan, I would love us to try and sign someone like this. A winger that is good at getting goals and assists. That is what we need. Everton could do with that. Liverpool, Man City and Man U, I don't know if he's the kind of guy that they really need. So I feel like Everton might be a better choice for him so that he can actually start games, but would be an interesting one to see. Next up we have KOULIBALY. Now I'm sure most of you have heard of this rumour. It's been going around for the last few days, last few weeks in fact, and it is as simple as this. Pep apparently really wants KOULIBALY. There were other links of him potentially wanting to go to Liverpool, but now choosing Man City. No one really knows exactly what is going on, other than the fact that Man City seem to have a strong interest to get a solid centre-half to play next to Laporte. They've obviously gone through Otamendi. John Stones has sort of come and gone from the forefront of their team, and others in between. So they are really trying to solidify that back line ahead of another attempt to push Liverpool to beat them to the title next season. Next up we have two transfers that would sort of follow on from each other back to back. KEPA has had an interesting couple of years at Chelsea, hasn't he? Obviously under Sarri he had the whole manager gates thing in the final where he refused to be subbed off, and this season some of the fans of Chelsea have got on his back a little bit and said that he's not been the keeper that he's supposed to be. Most expensive keeper in the world. I feel like a lot of people forget that. So apparently Sevilla want to try and get him on loan, as Chelsea are not too happy with his performances, and this will then lead them to go on and try and sign a replacement. One of those replacements is in fact AREOLA, who is currently at Real Madrid but on loan from PSG. Another one that has been linked is Mainan. So it does really seem as if Chelsea are scouting around for a potential KEPA replacement. I personally don't know if he's been that bad. Maybe he just needs to settle a little bit more. David De Gea, famously when he first joined Manchester United, was not incredible specifically at coming out for crosses, but then he turned into one of the best keepers in the league. So there's a chance that with KEPA being as young as he is, he just needs a little bit more time to grow, but maybe Chelsea are running out of patience. So another potential loan leaving the Premier League would be Eric Bailly. Now, we've seen bits and bobs of Eric throughout the last couple of seasons at Man U, but he's not been that guy that has been starting every single game throughout each season. He's been hit with injuries, and then he's had consistency problems coming in and out of the team. And so apparently he is looking at maybe moving on loan somewhere in La Liga, specifically to Valencia in this case, who are interested in signing the Ivorian. So I feel like Eric Bailly is one of those players that on his day, he's just a unit. You can't get past the guy, but he needs to become a little bit more consistent and maybe going on loan for a little bit. He's only 26, which for a centre-back is not too old. Maybe it will get him that experience to then come back to Man U and be the rock, maybe next to Harry Maguire or someone like that going forward. An interesting transfer potentially from the Bundesliga to the Serie A is KOSTIC. Now, he's actually done really, really well for Frankfurt in the last couple of seasons that he's been there. And now Inter Milan are apparently on the hunt. They are going big. Not only in this summer transfer window, the previous one, signing Eriksen and multiple other players like that, they are trying to build something special to really try and push to compete with Juventus at the top of the Italian table. So it would be interesting to see if they do actually end up getting someone like KOSTIC. Maybe Alexis Sanchez's loan was not ideal for them, and so now they want a different left winger. So maybe a Bundesliga to Italian transfer could be on the cards. Now, if you are enjoying today's video, please do give it some support down below. Again, thumb it up, subscribe if you want to see more, leave some feedback, and also, my question today is, who do you support, and what is your dream realistic transfer for this summer window? Leave it in the comments down below, and maybe some of them will come true. Our final rumour is an interesting one, with Thiago Alcantara potentially leaving Bayern Munich to go to Liverpool. Now, apparently, according to Sports, talks are very advanced, and Liverpool are very close to signing him. Now, do they need Thiago? Considering their team, they've just dominated the Premier League this season. They won the Champions League the year before. Do they need this kind of player? Will he actually start games for them? Who would he replace in the starting 11? Would it be Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Henderson? I don't know if he's actually similar really to those guys in Klopp's system. So it seems like it'd be an odd one. And this rumour has been going around for a little while now, and it's recirculated again today, which is why I'm putting it in this video, because it just doesn't seem to be going away. And maybe that's because there's actually some legs behind it. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now on to a couple of confirmed deals that are going to be changing things in FIFA Ultimate Team on FIFA 21. ACHRAF Hakimi has moved permanently from Real Madrid, who he has been on loan from this season out at Dortmund, had a really, really good season, and now he has moved to Inter Milan for roughly £35 million, roughly around that mark, obviously euros. There's a slight conversion difference right there, but big signing for Inter. As we said earlier, they are really, really trying to push up towards the top of that Serie A table. So getting someone who has been as consistent and also as young as Hakimi to potentially grow and mould into this top player for their side going forward, maybe the new resurgence of Inter Milan. That is a big, big signing, and kind of gutsy on Real Madrid's part to say, yeah, we don't need him. He's a really, really good player, but you can have him. So I guess they're having faith in Carvajal, Odriozola, maybe Nacho at right back as well. Pretty big move. And then obviously the big one that has been in the works for potentially years at this point. We all knew a long time ago that Sane and Bayern Munich, they were both pretty interested in each other. And it seems that it has finally happened. We are still waiting on official confirmation, but according to basically every source and website out there, it's done. For about £45 million with a few add-ons, Leroy Sane is going to Bayern Munich. Now, that fee for someone that young and that good is pretty insane, considering the climate that someone like Sancho will probably go for over 100 million and stuff like that. Bayern have got lucky that they managed to sort of wait it out with Sane until he only has a year left. He doesn't want to sign a new contract. They're going to get him for cheap because Man City cannot afford to let him go for free next summer. This is a big one and is going to be very interesting for Ultimate Team next year. You're probably going to see Sane in quite a lot of teams because Bundesliga is getting more and more popular each year. I'd love to know your thoughts on how you think these two big confirmed deals are going to sort of affect the balance of Ultimate Team next year. Would you like to see more videos like this? If so, what would you like to see me do and change? Because I'm obviously open to doing more of these because I have fun little videos that, again, bridge that gap between 20 and 21, which is going to be a slow but hopefully stress-free summer. So I'd like to do more, but I need your feedback. So leave it in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.